Yo, what's up guys? Corey the Sandman Sandhagen here. Welcome to the station. If this is your first time, where we're going to be doing post-fight breakdowns of the fights that just happened last weekend. I was actually at MSG. It was a badass card. I'm super grateful. I actually got to sit next to Steve-O, which was super cool. He didn't ask me to kick him in the nuts, which was kind of a bummer, but that's okay still. Really cool guy, so that was really awesome. What else happened at the show? Yeah, Trump showed up. That was kind of crazy. Yeah, it was just all in all like a really badass show. So let's talk about the Aspinall and Pavlovich fight. We'll get into it more in a little bit of a second, but I want to kind of bring up why I want this station to be a little bit better and this station a little bit martial artsy, because there's plenty of people on YouTube that are, you know, they speak really charismatically, they make the fight seem really exciting, but they're just being like, oh, it was such a fast 1-2 and it was the most beautiful thing in the world, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, but explain why that happened and what were the mistakes or whatever that happened beforehand, or what was the read that happened beforehand. So we're going to get into all of that in the station. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so let's talk about what Tom Aspinall does really well, okay? So Tom's definitely the mover kind, okay? He's not going to be the guy that really plants super good or super hard in his feet. I shouldn't say good or bad, but he plants real hard in his feet or doesn't plant real hard in his feet, which makes him obviously a lot more capable of moving left and right, okay? Tom Aspinall is a phenomenal example of how to do this, okay? When you're fighting someone like Pavlovich, who I think has really, really good footwork and by no means is just this kind of like high guard, walk someone down guy, he actually has like real good steps backwards, boom, feels really light on his feet. So he's a phenomenal, kind of combination of the two, I would say, but leans more on the grounded heavy guy versus being the mover guy, which is Tom Aspinall. When you're fighting someone that wants to glue to the mat, okay, and you're Tom Aspinall, and you know you're fighting someone who's going to try to crack you with everything that they got, you have to uproot them, okay? And Tom did a really good job of this in the beginning of the fight. L stepping here, moving left, moving right, throwing some straight stuff, chopped his leg. When he chopped his leg the one time, though, he kind of went to exchange with Pavlovich. That really didn't work out for him very well. He got hit with a really, really clean left hook. I don't know if it hurt him or not. My guess would be that it kind of did. He kind of walked away with that. If that didn't go in the right direction, then that could have very well been Tom Aspinall laying on the ground instead of Pavlovich. So that just goes to show how crazy the heavyweight division is in fighting just in general. And thank God I'm not that guy. So those guys are literally twice my size. But okay, so Tom Aspinall, moving left and right, boom, throws a low kick, gets hit with a really good hook, okay? One thing that's important to note is that if you are going to be bouncy guy, you need to mindfully be able to sit yourself down when you are in positions where you're willing to trade a couple punches with the guy, okay? Reason being, like when we jump in the air, we don't jump in the air and bring our chin down like this. Like that looks weird. When we jump in the air, typically our chins go a little bit high or they stay in the same place. When you're being bouncy guy, it can feel really awkward to set, point, and then throw your punches, okay? It's not impossible, but you have to be really mindful about when those types of situations are happening, because it's gonna make it so that after, when you're going to exchange, your chin isn't up here because you're trying to be light on your feet. You're being grounded and rooted so that your chin can duck and stay pointed. So Tom kind of made a little bit of a mistake, got away with it. I think he was a little bit hurt. I think Pavlovich kind of knew he was maybe a little bit hurt. Pavlovich got a little bit thirsty, wanted to, recreate that exchange again. And instead, Tom throwing something round, which is a low kick, throws his 1-2, okay? And this is really important. If you want to be mover guy, straight punches and everything are your friend, okay? You're pouncing in and you're pouncing out, okay? When you pounce in, you have to keep things going straight at people. You don't want to pounce in and throw power in a direction that your body isn't moving, okay? That's really important. So Tom Aspinall did a phenomenal job. He clearly, I can tell very well that he knows what he's doing. He knows how being a mover works. Honestly, I kind of had Pavlovich winning the fight because I wasn't sure if Tom Aspinall had, you know, like the knowledge and the experience to understand how the mover style can work, because I know that it is very nuanced and you do have to know a lot of things and the inner workings of it in order for it to work better. I think it's objectively better if you can be good at it versus being a grounded high guard guy. But if you do understand all the nuances of all of it, I think that it's a lot better than being grounded guy. Tom obviously did. I made the mistake of thinking that he wasn't that good, but he is that good, okay? So he's bouncing, throws a good 1-2, boom, clips him on the top of the head. The thing about getting hit up here is it's different than getting hit here. Getting hit here kind of shuts you down and you fall over. Getting hit here makes it so that you kind of get spun a little bit, like exactly what it looked like when Sergei got hit. Boom, looks like he gets stunned, kind of going down, gets hit with another couple, and then that was the end of the fight. Thank God I'm not a heavyweight, because Jesus, man, you go in there and you get hit. Like if every time I went into a fight and I was like, oh man, if I get hit just with one shot, that could be the end of the night, which is always the case, but certainly a very different circumstance in the heavyweight division. So yeah, it's just a tough division. I think Sergei is going to come back. I could definitely see a rematch. Both those guys are 30, 31, so they both have a ton of time in their careers. I think that we'll see them again, and I'm really excited for that next fight. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. We're going to get into the next video here in a second. I'll see you guys there.